there have been some abrupt suspensions of Twitter accounts of journalists that have taken place. Musk has suspended multiple journalist Twitter accounts who reported about him. A number of journalists are reporting that their accounts have been banned, suspended, and this is after the new chief executive, Elon Musk, has taken over, appears to have deleted them as well. Many of them had published reports about Musk or critical about Elon Musk in the recent weeks as well. So this is, not just one or two. There are many more names that are coming up. And in fact, now joining me on the phone line is one of those journalists whose account has been suspended on Twitter. Voice of America's senior journalist, in fact, Chief National Correspondent Steve Herman is now joining me on the phone line. Steve, what exactly happened? What time did you realize that your Twitter account does not exist anymore and stands suspended?
Yes, this was about 2 hours ago. My Twitter account still does exist on my end. I can still see my tweets. I can still read the accounts of people that I follow. I cannot tweet. I cannot send any direct messages. All of my notifications have been wiped out. And I've received a notice that my account is permanently suspended without explanation. The notice says if I want to appeal it, and it has a link, but when I click on that, it's a broken link. So I have no explanation as to what happened. And I would take some issue with what you said at the very beginning there. I have not been critical of Elon Musk. I do not give opinion in my Twitter feed. I have been reporting about those who have been suspended, who were critical of him, and this seemed to escalate from this account that follows Elon Musk's private jet, and others who were tweeting about that account being suspended and that it was existing on other social media platforms were then suspended. So those of us who were not even reporting, just tweeting about that, have now suffered the consequences of that.
That's correct, that not everyone whose account is being suspended was critical, but yes, like you are mentioning that you were reporting about others as well. But Steve, I do want to help understand here, because it's very interesting. I'm sure you also remember that when Elon Musk had taken over, he had said that banning accounts or taking such extreme actions is not going to be their policy. And then this happens, and this after that, the jet tracking also that was being reported. What do you think is leading to that, and how would you want to raise this as a journalist? You have even been the bureau chief for the White House for VOA and been reporting on that earlier. How do you think this needs to be talked about and discussed, because this is just going to escalate much further?
Well, earlier this evening, one of my last tweets was a retweet of something that Elon Musk had tweeted on April 25th when he said, quote, "I hope that even my worst critics remain on Twitter, because that is what free speech means." So those are Elon Musk's own words from earlier this year. Obviously, things have changed since he has taken over the platform. He is the owner of Twitter and has this vast power now to decide what is allowed and what is not allowed.
Steve, a quick question, because Musk is claiming that the journalists are revealing real-time locations, and that's one of the reasons he's taking this action.
Well, that's utterly ridiculous. He's using the word doxing, which is when you're giving out personal information about somebody to cause harm to them, such as their home address or phone number. And I and these other journalists have done nothing of the sort. This is apparently about his private jet and where it's flying around.